Statement is basically used for decisions making. And if you have one variable or one value, and you wanted to check something about it, and you can have more than 2 3 or conditions about that, switch statement can be used at that time. So let's start. Let me make a integer type variable. Let's call it a, and let's set its value to 23. And like if else statement, the switch statement is also used inside some function. It cannot be used outside outside the function. So for a switch statement, you write switch and the variable name, and then you make cases. The possible values of this variable, with those values you wanted to do something. For example, case 12. In the case, this variable has the value of 12. What we wanted to do, we wanted to do alert the value of a equals to plus a, and this thing adds in this string, and it includes gets the value of a and shows right after this thing. So we'll see in a moment about that. Semicolon in the end. Make sure you write colon when you write cases, okay, and break. If you wanted to do more than one thing with this case, you can write more code right here like this, and when you finish writing your code, you write this break statement after you write your code for that particular case. Let's make another case, and case 30, alert the value of a equals plus a, and the value of a is higher. Let's say to differentiate from this statement to this statement, we changed the statement like that and place a break there. We can make as much cases as much we want, and if if we want to select a default value for the message, we can write like that, default. The default is the value when none of the cases were satisfied by this variable. For example, the a contains the value 5, and this is not the case, this is not the case, and so when it finds no case at all, it goes to the default value and it does whatever written in it. This is default value. Okay, So this is all about switch statement, and we will execute this in a minute. I hope you'll find it useful when you will be making when you will be testing your variable and you wanted to do several things from a variable. For example, if we wanted to select lot size for for a particular trade, we can do that. For example, we can pass a moving average in this function, and we can make cases of that. If moving average price was higher than a particular value, we can change the lot size right here. For example, the moving average becomes more than 1.3363 right here. This moving average goes to right here, and at that moment we wanted to place a trade with a higher lot size. We can do that. We can we can pass a moving average here, and we write that particular value of the moving average like that, and then we can change the lot size, writing the code below this case. And so for other moving average values, we can do a lot of things with this switch statement, but let's check how it goes. And as you know, this function will be executed on the next tick arrival. So let's compile it and attach it to the chart. Expert advisors, my expert, and attached. Click OK and make sure this is on. So whenever a new value arrives right here, it the start function is executed. So it executes whenever a new tick arrives. So here you can see when a new tick arrives, it gets executed, and it shows us that that the value of A was neither 12 nor 30, but it was something else, and that's why it executed this piece of code, because A was 23 and we made cases only for 12 and 30. If we change this value to 23 and then execute this code,